Alright, so just getting our final things packed up here before we head out to elk camp. Pretty excited. Gonna meet, and Jeremy's gonna be bringing out a holiday trailer. My dad's bringing out his holiday trailer. It's gonna be just a great, fantastic camp time. So just finalizing a few details here, and then we'll be headed out on the road. The plan for this weekend is to definitely get elk. We've been successful in this spot before, and it's actually where I pulled my big 6-point bull out of in 2010. And we've been fortunate to take some cows and some smaller bulls out of there in the more recent years. But yeah, it's kind of just, it's a great spot. We can set up a great camp, enjoy some good food, get good sleep. And then it's only about a couple kilometer side-by-side ride to where we hike down into the valley, and then from there it's about a half an hour hike in. So we still got to get up a little bit early, but that's okay. It's just nice to have a place to come dry out if it rains and things like that. You don't have to travel all the way back home. So yeah, really looking forward to this weekend. We were really fortunate in tagging out a moose there in the last couple days, so put a little bit of meat in the freezer anyways, but it was also a pretty quick turnaround to this trip that we had already pre-planned. All right, we made it to camp, and my dad Jimmy, he's gonna just set up the trailer here, try to find a flat spot. There's another hunting party here, but they have permission on another part of the property, so we'll just stay out of their way and probably go introduce ourselves a bit later though too. Okay, we've arrived at elk camp. We got it all set up. Do some introductions. Well, you know this good looking fella right here. There you go, shake and bake. And there's Jimmy, the father of the prodigal son. This guy.
No, that would be heir to the throne.
Oh, heir to the throne. We'll check that. So we're just gonna get some dinner.
Not much air, a lot of throne.
A lot of throne. Get some dinner going here. Got some potatoes and chicken. Waiting for Benny to arrive, and then we're gonna head out for a little midnight bugling tonight. See if we can locate some bulls and hit her up in the morning. What's on the menu tonight, Jimmy?
Hey, we call it Maui vegetables and chicken. Awesome.
Let's get some serious seasoning going on these bad salaries. That is 4K footage of goodness.
Non-kosher.
Is that too early for you, Jeremy?
No.
Got your beauty sleep?
Barely.
Do you want to elk camp? Jimmy, he's got the Cummins fired up and ready.
Got the TV on. Got satellite on. This is hunting. This is hunting. That's how you
This is Elk Camp 2020. Alright, so we're in our first morning here. You can see daybreak's breaking behind me. Got the side-by-side loaded up and yeah, just getting ready to head out for the day. Beautiful morning. It's pretty cool. So hopefully it's cooler down at the bottom in the river. And hopefully we can rummage something up this morning. So I think this morning we'll probably just go down to where we've had success before. We'll do some cow calling. See if there's any responses and kind of get a feel for what the elk are doing, what the elk are saying, and then we'll make a game plan from there, but we'll get loaded up and get out of here. Some elk or whatever else we got a tag for. It's pretty foggy this morning. As you can see, the river is literally right there. But yeah, it's kind of unfortunate. We got a really foggy morning, high dew point, so we're basically using our ears and that's about it. But we're not sure how much they move in the fog either. So it's going to be a waiting game this morning. Alright, so we decided to move out of the area and we're going to work our way downriver. There's a couple of good game trails we could follow. So we're going to gain some elevation and move over across. Maybe even bump into a moose or a bear or a deer. So we'll see what we can scrounge up here. Alright, so we just heard a faint chuckle off in the distance, so we're gonna try to close some ground and see if we can get this bull fired up. It sounds like he's on the river. I think we go back that way and follow a heavy trail in the bush where we can kind of see better. Yeah, we have a quick shot chance if we catch him on the river edge, right? Well, we just want to make sure he doesn't die in the river again. I guess it's not high, but it would not be fun retrieving an elk out of there. So we're just taking a break here, having a snack. We can hear a couple of bulls bugling across the river, but we're not getting a ton of interest. It's just super foggy. You can barely see the other side of the river. So I think we're just gonna hunker down here and See what happens. All right, we are heading back to the quad. We just made a giant circle. We did see a cow and calf moose. We did bugle with some elk, but it's midday, it's hot, and we are gonna go back to the camper and refuel with water.
Don't face the sun.
Don't face the sun.
But never have the sun to your back.
That's right. Well, we're playing it different tonight. We're gonna walk along the top, glass down. It's really hot, so we're gonna go to a different spot than we were this morning. Look down a few different other drainages, and hopefully something will come out a little later this evening. Well, we spotted a couple mule deer. Jeremy just woke up from a little siesta. But she's pretty quiet. The temperature is starting to drop a little bit, which is nice. But I think tonight is mostly going to be a scouting mission unless something literally walks underneath on the ridge right below. Well, we spotted some elk, but they are all the way across on the other side at the top, which unfortunately is no hunting forever. Alright, well, we are going to call it an evening. We have about 20 minutes of shooting light left. So we're going to head back up the ridge and maybe catch something on the top field. So, rock and roll, Jay.
What?
Alright, so we got Benny on the grill here. What do we got, Benny?
Ribeye, steaks, big rib bone in. Woo! Awesome.
They're huge. Deadly. All right, we are on our way to re-strategize, and we are going to head to our honey hole of an elk spot, and we're just heading out. Probably got about an hour drive, so we're put the hammer down here, and we'll get there just before legal shooting light, which will be perfect. And yeah, last morning of the hunt, so let's make it happen. All right, so this morning we're at our little honey hole here. Jeremy's on the rifle this morning, so I'm gonna call for him, and hopefully we can find some elk. We've already seen some game coming in, so we're gonna get going here before the sun comes up. can smell them.
It's off.
What?
It died.
Maybe it ran out of battery. Took so much video or something.
Huh? Take
That's
it.
how I get out of here.
Take it out of here. I can take the car. Oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't mean anything. We don't take the cart.
How many batteries does it take?
8.
Oh, I got 4 on me. He's a 3-ball. Having fun now.
Touch it. Touch it. Touch it.
You touch it. Next time the strategy is this. We are going to be at those trees as soon as there's light enough to see anything. And then work our way down over to the wallow. I think they're just really nocturnal. All right, so we just packed up elk camp, and it was just kind of one of those weekends. We didn't see a lot of game out here. Lots of potential. We did hear a couple elk bugles, but nothing moving around. And so what we've decided to do is pack up camp a little bit early, and we went to our other spot this morning where I shot my bull moose, and we encountered another giant paddle bull moose which was legal, but just not on the right property. So there was that, but it was good to see that there was a big bull moose there. And we did encounter a bull elk. However, just with the thickness of the trees and he was kind of walking off, we couldn't quite make sure that he was legal. But the elk are in the area, in that area, and so we're just going to choose to basically focus on this area. It's very unpressured, so we're going to be selective when we go in there, but there's lots of potential there. So we're going to give it a bit, go back, see our families, regroup, re-strategize, and probably next weekend head out for a day or day and a half of hunting there. So lots of potential, great time at camp. Just want to give a huge thanks to my dad and my Uncle Ben to come out and help us out, cook for us, enjoy the company. So that part was just super awesome this year. Can't wait to do it again. And yeah, but for right now, Elk Camp 2020 is wrapped up, and we're gonna continue to hunt elk closer to home, where we've seen more potential. So yeah, all right, we're just gonna head back, and can't wait to see the family.